Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome on back to Tainted Grail. And we're about done, I think, with the main story, just about. We got a couple of other things to do. You'll notice it's nighttime, because we're going to pop over here to the Sunken village and work our way up to here. And the reason for that is so that hopefully we run into some of the dead and we can get cobwebs, because you need 15 cobwebs to produce a hammer, a gong hammer, that we're gonna need. So let's pop over there. Hey, that's just what we're looking for. Oh, you suck. Next, I'm like leaning all around in my chair and shit. Alright, let's see. I think we go this way. There's more guys to kill, which is good. Tell you though, it is a lot harder to figure out where you need to go in this game at night. Sit down. Well, we got enough. Oh, I forgot these little shits are in here. Come here. Yeah, the melee is strong now, baby. Wasn't against the knight, but everybody else is getting it. And if I remember, it will, I think, dump all the guys towards us here once you start making noise killing them, so. Oh, that's the one that actually sucks. Because the stupid helmet things they have are actually really good. The spoiled meat, monster, all that stuff's good. The hot goo and stuff, that's like different components you need to build some of the armor. Okay. I don't think there's a whole lot of anything in here other than this big reveal. Now, there was one corpse eater I killed. A couple of chests, and there's another chest back here. Came here at an earlier time, and I think that is about it. And then you just go up, drop off, hit the switch to open the door. And the thing we need to hit is back here.
I remember it, although my memory is still clouded. I was here with Merlin. We had a disagreement about something important. It was here that the idea of how to end the war with the Four Dwellers first took shape. But what happened next is still unclear. I don't remember, and yet I know it had something to do with Seaw, a place of his eternal rest. But something is wrong. It doesn't feel like a tomb. Be cautious.
Now, I don't trust anybody in this story. I don't trust Arthur. I don't trust his scummy knights. I don't trust the people we're fighting with. Everybody's telling half-truths and lies. Okay, I saw some enemies down here. Oh no, enemies over there. And we need to go...
You are not him. You are different. I am Seaw Firstfoot, the one who scouted the land before the traitor Arthur set foot on it. I was loyal. I was devoted. Arthur wanted more. Arthur betrayed me. Yes, it is my legacy. The jewel of the South, the safe haven of honorable men. I've been here for so long, it doesn't matter anymore. The Dalriata promised me revenge. They understand what happened here. Everyone who comes here has the right to ask. I was the most loyal of Arthur's men. I was the first to go ashore and take on any danger that might arise in this new and unfamiliar land. Then came the war. I fought by his side, shielded him with my own body. I trusted him. But Arthur wanted more. Arthur longed to possess a power equal to that of our enemies. So Merlin decided our king must first become immortal. Only then could he achieve greatness. But Merlin needed volunteers. Trusted people to go first to make sure that his methods were effective. So we wouldn't risk Arthur's life in trying to grant him immortality. They thought I had died, so they buried me.
They didn't notice.
Arthur's greed and Merlin's obsession made me what I am now. Arthur should have made sure. They thought I was dead, but I heard everything. I know there were others after me. I know that the king didn't hesitate to do anything to achieve his goal. He experimented on all the knights, abusing their oath. He told them it was for the greater good. Their lives, our lives, meant nothing to him.
So, if he became immortal, how did he die and then get brought back a whole bunch? Yeah, see, like I say, the problem is there's inconsistencies in everybody's story.
Arthur doomed his people to eternal suffering. Their names forgotten. Their loyalty abused. He sacrificed the lives of the noblest of men. And this is the greatest possible betrayal. cannot be helped. We cannot be killed. The Dauriata promised to burn down Camelot, avenge the memory of all my brothers. Camelot was built on betrayal. People have the right to live in truth. When Camelot falls, we will finally be free.
We'll probably have something to do with that.
The new world. Let the dead leave this one.
Okay. Points available. Author's memories. We should probably do that. We want to confront his ass. You can't do it in the building, though. You gotta go some... Oh.
And? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, the immortality, all the experiment, yeah.
Oh, they're just fools. Somebody made a stupid mistake in the past. Somebody else decided to cover it up. Somebody came up with traditions and stories to mask what was done. And for hundreds of years, fools were eating it up because the lies were easier to believe.
Gee, what does that sound like?
There's no point in invoking tradition any longer because it's worth shit. The only thing that matters is safety and loyalty towards the one who can provide it. And honestly, I don't believe the ones running this entire circus will protect anyone but themselves.
Yep. That's what people in power do.
Well, now we've found ourselves in what I'd probably call a clusterfuck. And somehow, you unwittingly became the most important person in the region because your decision will change how the entire situation unfolds. You see, my boys from the horns of the south are split down the middle. Some will back me, but others won't understand what I'm trying to do. The latter, like Fearghas, are the traditionalists, and they know me a little bit too well. If I come to them with this revelation, they think it were a conspiracy. But if somebody from the outside, somebody Fearghas trusts, steps in and convinces him, you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, we'll help him with it.
That's what I wanted to hear. I knew I could count on you. Go talk to Fearghas, get him to visit this place. After you're done, please visit me in the shrine. I just hope Fearghas shows some sense and doesn't let his pride take over.
Okay, but still need to talk to Arthur. We can only do that outside.
It was the most painful thing I heard. I didn't know. I had no idea this is what happened to him.
Yep.
There were other things that required my attention.
Yeah, not when you're fucking around with
We were
immortality.
losing the
Nope.
war. I
Nope.
was needed everywhere. I should have paid more attention to what Merlin was doing. I shouldn't have let go.
All he's got to say, huh? Oh, more points. Oh, let's throw that there. I don't know what's to come, so I'm just beefing up my armor. Alright, we're going to jump out here. And then go back to castle. Give me a sec. And if you do it at night, you probably want to rest up because no one is around in the morning. You gotta wait until like 7 or 8. Oh, those roses finally rebloomed. Oh, just takes a couple of days, I guess. Here we go.
Oh, really? And here I thought the Horns of the South had no secrets left to hide from me. But go ahead. Surprise me.
I'm gonna blow your mind, dude.
Have I ever mentioned I'm not a big fan of your sense of humor? Now, tell me what you really want, or walk away. In silence, preferably. This isn't funny. I'm no Galahad, burning people at the stake for heresy, but I don't appreciate this kind of behavior either. Still, judging by the look on your face, you actually believe you stumbled onto something important. All right then, I'll go and check it out. See what's got you so worked up. It might even be nice to get out of here for a change. I saw what you wanted me to see. We need to talk. Honestly, I'm not sure what to think. Everything I believed has been seriously challenged. I need some time to get used to it. Why did you show this to me? Because it could be that I'd be better off not knowing. What they did to Seaw is unthinkable and absolutely unforgivable. What will the other keepers say? What will happen to the Horns of the South? And what about Camelot? Everything we believed was a lie. You're right. In the end, it doesn't matter what Camelot was back then. What matters is what we are now. And we did everything in our power to keep the South safe, and to keep our lighthouse on through every storm.
Uh-oh.
Any ideas?
There we go. Stay out of that stuff. Go with
That
that.
sounds better than the alternative. That we're a bunch of fools believing in children's fables of knightly honor, valor, and purity. And we'll have to give everyone some hope to cling to after the truth about Seaw comes out. All right. I assume Brandon put you up to this, so you can go and congratulate him. He won. I'll support this case, if only for the safety and well-being of our boys. I don't have to like it one bit, but I can try to make it easier for the garrison.
Alright, now we gotta go back to the temple. Here we go.
Ah, you're back. So, what news do you bring? Did you talk to Fearghas? Good. Just as I expected. I do feel for the boy. He really loved Camelot. Probably the last truly loyal keeper. But he had to know the truth. I knew his honor wouldn't let him hide it from the others in the Horns. Nicely done. Now, I'll get One Eye, and together we'll go to the Horns with the good news. Not everybody will be happy about it, but that's for me to deal with. Those who don't support us will be released from their oath, and I'll ensure they're safe until they leave the South. After that, whatever they choose to do is up to them.
You know, I don't know if I'd go with that. Just for the simple fact that means that everybody that's supposedly loyal to Camelot is going to go to Camelot and tell them what they just did. Instead of them having the time to fortify everything. Oh well.
Brothers, today marks a new chapter in the history of the Horns of the South. Today, we put an end to fear and poverty.
Hey!
I understand your pain. I know you feel helpless in the face of the looming terror of the weirdness. Camelot has abandoned us, brothers. For years, they've given us no aid. All they do is take our resources, send us to senseless slaughter, and keep us in the dark. Camelot doesn't see us as equals. They've forgotten Seawall Firstfoot's legacy and the promise King Arthur made to us. We were meant to stand as equals. We were meant to be just as powerful as them. And all this time, do you know what they've done to the founder of the Horns of the South? For over 600 years, Seaw has been alive, forgotten by King Arthur and all of Camelot. You don't have to take my word for it. Seawall's tomb is open. Go and see for yourselves. I say, enough. Enough of being fed a rotten myth that turned out to be one great lie. We swore loyalty to the torturers of one of the noblest knights to ever walk Avalon. I say, enough! We will no longer honor an oath made to dishonorable people. We won't let ourselves be exploited any longer. But, my brothers, I bring news. Galahad the Pure, the same Galahad who threatened to burn half our garrison at the stake, is dead. Yeah! Galahad's death is our chance to break free from Camelot. Enough lies. No more risking everything for those who only know how to take. You're probably wondering, how can we protect the South on our own? How can we defend ourselves when Camelot comes to reclaim their slaves? Yes, that's what we are to them. Our new allies. The Del Rita tribes, led by One Eye.
I know, my brothers, I know. This must be a shock, especially since I didn't share my plans with you earlier. But hear me out. Thanks to this alliance between the Horns of the South and the Dal Riada tribes, we are securing the safety of the South and our independence from Camelot.
The tribes will provide us with the military support our depleted ranks desperately need. The tribes will help us rid the South of the bandits who've plagued our people for years. Together, we'll share knowledge and resources to ensure a better future for all Southerners.
We will not drain your resources. In fact, we'll replenish your armories and fill your pantries. We'll stand together, fighting side by side to bring peace and order back to the South. In return, all we ask is your loyalty. If you see a brother from the Dal Riada fight in the Camelotian, stand with our brother. That's all.
I declare a new era for the Horns of the South. Those who don't wish to help build this future are released from their oaths. To those who choose to stay, I promise a good life, and you won't face any more threats. Now, brothers, return to your duties and rest easy. The Horns of the South will endure, and soon we'll be stronger than ever before.
Okay, so big speech. They need to really work on that. Yeah, the devs either read or heard somewhere that you can't get the sword in early access. We gotta wait for the full release. Talk to him a little bit more.
An honest matter. What do you need? Ah, right. See, the problem with Excalibur, or indeed any of King Arthur's blades, is that you need to prove you're worthy of wielding it. How are you supposed to do that? Hell knows. But if the pin that secured your entry to the Horns has led you here, I think I know what the one who gave it to you might have been thinking. You see, there are many different legends. According to one of them, there are a few places on Avalon where you can prove yourself worthy, whatever that means. And one of those places, as you can probably guess, is nearby. Have you seen the old gong in the Sunken village? Well, many years ago, when people still went to the woods for a shit instead of using a privy, it was part of a certain ritual. Only the people who passed the ritual could become keepers. None of the living keepers were recruited that way, so we don't really know what happens during the ritual.
Awesome.
That's why Galahad now appoints keepers and the captain chooses them. It's just safer that way. I only know that you need to sound the gong and then lie down to sleep at its base.
Oh my God.
If you wake up, I mean when you wake up again in the morning, you'll know you've been deemed worthy. Unfortunately, the gong is broken, so first you'll need to find a way to fix it, and since it's made of weird steel, that's not going to be easy, is it? Fortunately, Oshbrit should be able to help you. A little bird told me he likes to play with weird steel when nobody's looking. Just tell him I sent you, and he won't give you any trouble. Well, of course they tried. It turns out that the keepers who passed the ritual could hold it longer than anyone else. Maybe it'll be enough for what you need, and maybe something entirely different will happen. It's your risk and your decision. Go, and may the southern wind be.
He doesn't have any other options.
If you need anything from the old captain, you know where to find me.
Okay. Ooh, look at that. 3,800 points. So if you don't have enough of the cobwebs, you can go just wait until it's night and go run along the coast and kill stuff. Good way to do it.
Why would you want to fix it? Do you even know what it is?
Take some advice from an old man. If there's a giant, ancient statue that somebody tried to turn to dust, they must have had a good reason for it.
Well, if you put it that way, then I
Little
suppose
lie.
I have to tell you the truth. Otherwise, the terror from the sea will bite me in the ass while I bathe.
Oh,
Of course I can fix it. I've been doing this kind of thing since I could swing a hammer. It's a skill we pass down from master to apprentice, generation to generation. Nothing fancy, just good old blacksmithing. But obviously, though, you'd have to bring me a couple things so that I can actually do it.
and we already have it. So let's leave and then come back. Okay, so it said to come up here. So let's see what happens when we hit the statue.
This feeling, it was so strong, so real. This blade was never just steel. It was a part of me. Yes, the sensation is unmistakable, but it carries more than my soul. It carries a part of my legacy. A sword like that, it doesn't yield easily. It demands strength of body and of will. You'll need to grow stronger before it will choose you.
Nope, now it's hurting us again. Is it? Yep. Holy shit. So let's see if he lets us do it now, or if it's locked down. Yep. Down at my castle, stone by stone. Let's see. So yeah, once the game releases, which hopefully will be very soon, we'll pick up right from this point because the devs said that they're going to wipe everyone's saves for the 1.0. So I'm going to gear my guy out the same way, do the exact same stuff. Of course, keep it as refined as possible. And when we come back, we will continue on with the story until we beat the game. Because I like this kind of stuff. I don't know about you guys, but I really get a kick out of it. So keep your heads down, your Warriors of Doom up, and I'll see you again. Hopefully later this year, or real damn soon.